Hello everyone, in today's video we'll see how to make a pizza at home. Today this was my first time making pizza at home, and I had certain struggles, but I knew the recipe and I somehow have managed to make a good pizza. So without any more delay, let's get on with the recipe. To start with, you need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, or in other words maida. So you can take 2 cups, which would be approximately around 400 to 500 grams. So after that you can add in a little bit of salt, but before that we'll need to add some yeast. So we take half a cup of water, and to that we add 1 tablespoon of dry yeast. Now we add a little bit of salt and then 2 spoons of olive oil. So now you can mix the salt, olive oil and the flour all together, and also you can start adding in the water mixed with yeast little by little as you start kneading the dough. Knead the dough for at least 10 minutes, and you'll have to make sure the dough is bouncy and is very soft, so that you can stretch it quite a lot without even without the dough breaking. So you'll have to make sure of that, and you'll also have to make sure that the dough does not have much of the water and it's totally dry, so that otherwise it might harm your pizza later when you'd be baking your pizza. The water might start coming out, and that will make your pizza bread soggy. So once your dough is ready, now it's time to get a look into the sauce. Now you will need 2 tomatoes, 1 bell pepper, 2 onions and 2 garlic cloves, and along with some salt and pepper with as per taste. And you can also add a little bit of rosemary. 2 tablespoons of rosemary should be enough. And then you'll have to grind it in the mixie, and once it's totally converted into a form of paste, then you can pour it into a bowl and separate it. And for the toppings, we have some onions, we have some mushroom, some capsicum, a little bit of corns or some baby corns if you want, and also we have some salamis and chicken salamis and chicken sausages along with this. So this is the entire topping that we'll be providing on the top of our pizza. There's one more step before you finally finish off with the sauce. You'll have to put in some olive oil in a pan, and also pour in the sauce and let it boil for a few minutes. And once the gravy becomes a little thick, you can then pour it down into a bowl and let it cool. Now after that, once you're ready with everything, the dough needs to be kept inside the fridge for 4 to 5 hours inside an airtight container preferably. Then once after 4-5 hours, you can take out the dough and start place it on a steel plate like I have done, and then start spreading it out by pressing it and making a circle, somewhat a circle, by pressing it on all of the edges. One of my pizza is a thin crust pizza, and the other one is a cheese burst pizza. So I have added some cheese inside the dough, and now you can see after that I have placed it on a steel plate and spreaded all the edges to make it much more large in size. Now after that you can start adding the tomato sauce that you have made, and you can spread it all across the pizza. You can start adding all your toppings, but first you need to add the cheese, and after you have done adding the cheese on, then you can start adding the rest of your toppings like I have added. See that I have added onion, some baby corn, some corns, and some capsicum. And then I have added some salami and also some chicken sausage. Once you are done and ready with the pizza, now it's time to bake it. To bake this pizza, you need to preheat your oven to 250 degrees centigrade for around 10 to 15 minutes, or maybe a little bit more, 20 minutes. So now this is it. After 15 minutes it was almost done, and I have taken it out, and this looks pretty good to me. The cheese have melted, and the one on the right hand side is the cheese burst pizza, and the other one is the thin crust pizza. So now I'll just take a knife and try to slice it off, but before that I'm going to add some chili flakes and oregano. Now so I'll be slicing it off, and here is it. So this is how it looks after slicing. The cheese from the cheese burst pizza is pouring out almost. It has melted totally, and it looks extremely delicious, and it smells good too. So I have tasted it a little bit, and it seems extremely good. So it tastes good. So that's it. That's how I try out my first pizza for the first time at home. If you want, you can try it too. It's not a very tough job. So you have all the ingredients, and you know now how to do it exactly. So that's it from me today. See you next time in my next video. Goodbye.